everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be my November TBR. The end of the year is approaching rapidly. Usually December, I don't read a lot because I'm trying to do all the end of the year videos. So I need to try and finish up catching up. Oh, the cat. I swear he knows. Every time I film, he just shows up and stares at me through the window. I know, I see you too. So I'm starting to feel a little stressed to try and catch up on my reading, finishing up all my challenges. And of course, because it's 2020 and nothing can ever work out properly, my library card was cancelled because I can't go in person to renew it because we're in the middle of a pandemic. So I'm hoping it will get fixed somehow over the phone, hopefully, because I have quite a few books from that library that I'm hoping to listen to as audiobooks for my challenges. A lot of the books that I'm reading, especially for the Goodreads reading challenge, I get from there because I'm not sure I'm going to enjoy them. So that's going to be fun. If that doesn't work out, it's going to definitely screw me over. But let's be hopeful. I will mention the books just in case. And honestly, if it doesn't work out, I'm probably going to cry. So, November. First off, you're going to see my wrap up at the end of the month. I didn't have time to finish my reading vlog for my fall reading because I ended up doing my last chance vlog beforehand, and things took longer than planned because totally did not put me a little bit in a slump. So as for an audiobook, I'm hoping to read in that challenge. There's going to be The Troop by Nick Cutter. I also have The Deep, but I think I'm going to keep it for something else I have in mind next year. But yes, I'm hoping to get to that one. I believe it's considered horror. Scout, a troop of scouts. And they spend 3 days camping, hiking, and survival, lessons on an island, and things go. I don't know anything else about it except, people mention this author a lot whenever they mention horror, and I don't read a lot of horror. I feel like I mostly read Stephen King, or have read, and Paul Tremblay. I feel like that's like the only things I can think of really. So excited to give him a shot. Let's go actually through the audiobooks just because. Again, for that challenge, I'm hoping to read the audiobook, listen to the audiobook one by one by Ruth Ware. I have been trying to read a bunch of her books, and this one is her latest one. The review so far a little bit so-so, but I find her as an author, she writes really great atmospheric books, but her endings so far I've been a little. So this one will help me decide how I feel about it, but it seems pretty like wintry on the cover, so might be the time to read it. It is starting to get cold, unfortunately, here. Again, what else? I'm also hoping to get around and reading Mallory by Josh Malerman, which is the sequel of Bird Box. I feel like I haven't heard anyone mention it, but I'm curious. I have a complicated relationship with Bird Box. I feel like the book was actually okay, and I know a lot of people hated the movie, but I feel like visually it was more satisfying to go through the story as a movie than the book. Anybody else agrees? So I'm curious to see what's going to happen in the second one. Will it be a book that shouldn't have had a sequel? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I'll let you know. I might have time to also get around to listening to The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. I've been wanting to read more by her. I believe this one is considered fantasy, maybe. I've only read one trilogy by her, so I've been wanting to read more, and it is, again, her newest book, so definitely curious how I'm going to feel about it. One for the Goodreads reading challenge I'm hoping to get to is The Five by Ali Rubenhold. It's, I believe, considered, is it historical fiction? No. I want to say it's nonfiction, or is it historical fiction? I can't remember, but hopefully I will get around to reading it. Otherwise, I think in that category I will not have read anything. So please come through, library. Also, Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I was hoping I was going to be able to get my hands on it whenever I was doing my giving a last chance / second chance to some authors, but the waiting list was too long, and even right now they're saying 4 weeks. So hopefully by the end of November I will get around to listening to that one. I'm excited. I feel like I didn't really care for Uprooted, but it's a magical school, so I will have to read it. I just don't have a choice. And last but not least, 2 nonfiction that I might get around to listening to. They are, I believe, also part of the Goodreads reading challenge, but I've also just wanted to read them, so maybe I will have time. The first one is How to Change Your Mind, which I believe, let me just zoom in. Yes, they're saying what the new science of psychedelics teaches us about consciousness, dying, addiction, depression, and transcendence. why not? And the other one is The Unhabitable Earth, Life After Warming, basically climate change. So now, some physical books. They are mostly repeats from my fall reading, the books I was hoping to read this fall. The first one is With Malice. I am hopefully gonna get around to reading it in my fall reading challenge, reading vlog. It will really depend on how fast I can finish the other one that I'm currently reading. Not gonna lie, that challenge about giving authors a second chance did put me in a slump. I was trying to read that book that was like 850 pages, and when it's not an author you really care about, even though I was really excited to read an adult sci-fi, it's hard to go through a big book. So this one, since it's a YA, it should be pretty fast-paced. I mean, that's why I have a few like trailers in here. They usually are very easy to go through, so it's 300 pages. Still hopeful I can finish The Toll by Neil Shusterman. It's been a year. Like, bish, get it together, finish the damn book. I'm like only like 100 pages into it. It would be wonderful to finish this YA sci-fi. I would also finish a series, which I shouldn't say that. I don't often finish series, but I feel like I've been doing pretty well this year, so come on. City of Stairs, because I have the whole trilogy on my shelves, and I mean, Emily, you've been wanting to read this forever. And then two sci-fis that I have been dying to read for literally ever. Hyperion, and then A Fire Upon the Deep. But will happen. But will it happen this month? And on a completely different note, I am hoping I will be able to get my hands on The Burning God? Yes, The Burning God, which is the last book in the Puppy War trilogy. It's coming out in November, and hopefully I will be able to get around to reading it. Hopefully, again, I will have a library card and I'll be able to put my name super early. It's definitely a book that I'm dying to read. I just wanted to also remind everyone that it's coming out this month. So we'll definitely read it the second I get my hands on it. I just want to know well, I do want to finish into the series, not gonna lie, but I feel like the whole trilogy, like every book seems to like, the world just becomes bigger and bigger, and you just get around to seeing how the magic system can be used, and just I'm very curious to see all the like political intrigue and where it's going to go and how it's going to end, because I feel like a lot of trilogies, the last book, I've been so disappointing with so many endings, and I'm really hoping and really hopeful that this one is going to be satisfying. So definitely want to read that one. Oh, one other book that I forgot to mention in the audiobook section, it is Gideon the Ninth. Are we all sad that I learned to pronounce it in English? I feel like it sounds so much more fun in French. Gideon. I believe the description, the summary is like lesbian necromancers, which yes, I'm sold already. And the second book is already out, so if I do enjoy it, I can like binge read the first two books. I don't know when the third book comes out, but I mean, let's start with the first one, Emily. It sounds fun. I feel like the reviews have been a little bit all over the place, but I don't know why. I don't really want to know actually, because I do prefer going to my books pretty blind, but that does sound like a premise that would appeal to me. That does sound like enough books to attempt to read. Now, for anyone that is curious, let me try to take a picture from the kitty because he is currently sleeping on my chair and I'm just dying to like go and pet him. Let me go and put some actual pants on. So last time when he was sleeping on the chair, I went outside to try and pet him, you know, let him sniff my fingers, and then when I tried, he would just swerve me. So obviously did not insist. I went back inside and cried, but maybe today's the day. Look at the kitty. Is he gonna let me? Doesn't want to. He looks so annoyed. Are you sure? He does not look impressed. Nope. So that was a clear no. I'm not gonna lie, a little hurt, but I think I'm gonna try and bribe him. One of you actually got me from my Amazon wish list little treats for cats, which I approve. So I'm gonna go and get that. It's in my PO box, and I think I will attempt to bribe him once again. Because I did pet him like once or twice in the past, so that's gonna be it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thumbs up, subscribe. I will be putting more videos on the screen that I recommend you check out, and I will see you in my next one very soon. Don't forget to also let me know, by the way, what books you are trying to finish or read before the new year. I need to know.